Welcome back. My name is Alina, and my husband and I hate our six-figure student loan debt, and we're on a journey to pay it off. Today's budget with me is our income from January 2nd or February 2nd, carrying us through February 8th. It is the first paycheck of February, and also the first paycheck of 2024 for us. January was just kind of rough, like barely making rent kind of rough. My husband wasn't working a second job over the school break, and I'm not working anymore. So it was just like the perfect storm. But we are here now, not quite out of the storm, but such is life, right? At least for now. So this week's paycheck is from my husband's main job as a public school teacher. That was $1,587.65. And that's after taxes and, those deductions like life insurance, health insurance, all that stuff. I am not working a regular job right now, but I did get paid for some side work that I do with our kids' school group. So that was $311 even. And then my husband got some YouTube, Google AdSense money. So his payout was $287, or goodness, $283.97. All right, then rollover this week, which is mainly our buffer that just sits in our accounts, and that was $10.48. Nothing for that. All right, so you add all that up and bring it down here for our total income. This week was $2,193.10. So let's budget it out and see how we're spending it all. Coming up first, we have giving $438, groceries. All right, so for groceries, we bumped it up, y'all. Like I've been so hungry. Like I'm hungry. But besides that, my husband and I have been trying to have like a salad a day, a salad per day, at least during the work week. And so I send that off to him for lunch, and then I have one too, because why not? And we can all use more vegetables. So that's replacing our lunch, and it's just it just costs more. Plus, we're also upping the grocery line item because I've noticed that I've been dipping into our gas, like the money I set aside for gas. I've been using that to buy food. Like if we run out of cheese or honey or like just those one or two things throughout the week, I've been using the gas money to get those things. I actually filmed a grocery haul this week because we went shopping on Friday, and hopefully it should be up with this video, or if not, it will be up soon, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so $190 we are setting aside this week for groceries. That's going to be our new normal. That's up from the $175, which was up from the $160. So we've just been increasing it an extra 15 bucks like every time. So we'll see how it goes. Gas, if you're new, we have two vehicles, a 2005 van that my husband drives to and from work, and then a 2011 SUV that the children and I use. So for this week, gas is $62. That's a $22, $40 split. My husband getting the 40 bucks. I had already put $12 in the SUV, before getting the cash out. And so I'm holding on just to the $10. And I'm actually gonna ask my husband if he can hang on to, or if he can just put in $35 and hold on to $5. So we'll have 15 extra money, quote unquote, extra money in our gas, just in case we need it throughout the week. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Moving on to the main bills. Apple, $2.99. I'm setting aside taxes from that side work that I did because it's not taxed. So $47.58 for that, which is 15.3%. Not sure if we'll need it come tax time next year, but you know, just in case. Service fee, that's from our bank, $5. And then we need an oil change for the SUV. We're setting aside $70 for that. All right, this is homeschool PE. It's another 1 day a week program for our kids. That's $50, and that covers them both for the month. So that's good there. So this is my little boy needs some play shoes. That's what this is. I was trying to like hold out until consignment. Can y'all see that? So consignment season is kind of coming up, like in the spring, and like in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I was trying to hold out until I can get something, but I've been looking in the thrift stores and I haven't found anything. But he needs some shoes, like stat. Like, so this weekend, like today's Saturday, we're just going to go and get those. So $20 for that. I will say though that I saw a pair of like good shoes in his size on Facebook Marketplace, but it's like a 30-minute drive, like from where we're at right now. And so I don't know. I think she was asking $15 for the shoes. So then I guess the other 5 of this can go towards gas. I don't know. They're some Under Armour lace-up sneakers. So it's either those or good old Walmart. Like, I don't know, but we'll figure something out. He needs it. Somehow, like, I thought ahead with my little girl because I had a size up already in like the coat closet for her, because she was saying how her shoes were tight. Like the same. Well, his shoes aren't tight. They're just like tore up. Like literally the sole coming out, hole on the bottom. Like just, he just plays hard in them. But hers were tight. Like she's actually growing. But it was just so nice to just open up the closet and pull them out and bam. You know, I got the shoes she needed. No need to immediately run out to the store. But you know, when and if we get to a better spot financially, I'd like to start shopping like that, like keeping the next size up, especially in shoes, because, you know, kids grow and they're eventually going to get there. So anyway, speaking of which, we are setting aside for some future bills. So that's what the rest of this is. It's not technically due this week, the 2nd through the 8th. The electric bill is due like next week. But my husband, he'll get paid again next week, but it's from his second job. And it doesn't make as much. Like it's only part-time, so he doesn't bring in as much. And our electric bill is sky high. Like, again, because, you know, all the cold last month. And in fact, you guys can throw your guesses in the comments. Like, do it now before I tell you. But I want to see if it's just me who's always shocked by this or what. But for context, we live in a 900 something square foot apartment. You guys are guessing like how much our electric bill is, okay? Like I said, our apartment is barely 1,000 square feet. It's in the Nashville, Tennessee area. So it's not freezing cold, but it's not the South either. You know, we have 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. So what do you think our electric bill should be? Like, what's a reasonable electric bill? Now, granted, you know, like I said, we had a pretty cold month last month, like snow, ice, sub-zero temperatures for pretty much a week, but still. So anyways, so you have your guess. Here we go. I'm about to tell you. Our electric bill is $298. Yes, $300 for electricity. For an apartment. Like, not complaining. Because thank God we were able to stay warm and we didn't have to, you know, we didn't lose power or anything, and we didn't have to start a fire or something, like, because we were worried about that. We've had storms in the past where we did lose power, and we either went to a store or a restaurant or a hotel or something to, you know, eat and stay warm. But this storm, the roads were so icy, you know, I don't know where we could have or would have gone. So thank God we didn't lose power, but still, I just think that's kind of high. So anyway, we are not going to pay all of that. We're going to put away, let's see, we're going to put away $130.19. And that gets us kind of halfway, well, sort of, a little under halfway, but I think his check should be enough to cover the other half. I just kind of want to get us a head start so it's not like so overwhelming. So, Lord willing, we should be able to cover the other half of that electric bill. Internet is due that same day next week on the 9th, I think it is. And we're just going to pay all that because that's $65.34. Buffer, $12, and that's just, it just sits in our account so that they're not at completely zero. Okay, and then last thing, if you're new, we are expecting a little baby in June, so we're pausing our debt-free journey. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. Emphasis on pause, like Lord willing, we're going to get to the finish line. Like we're not quitting, but we just have to take a break real quick. And so we're following Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and his advice is to pause debt payoff when you're having a baby or you have some other like major life event that you're expecting. You pause the debt payoff, and all that money that would go towards debt, you just stack it up. You just put it in a big pile. And the idea is that, at least for a birth, is that the money goes towards any unexpected medical expenses. Like with having a baby, you just never know, you know. And so once you get through delivery and the birth and everything's okay, that stack of money you won't need anymore because everything's okay. So then you take that money and it becomes your debt snowball and you throw it towards the debt. So for January, we were able to set aside $1,100 to go towards the stork mode. So you add up all of the expenses and it is exactly $2,193.10. Nothing going towards debt, so it is a zero-based budget. Our goal is to get to $9,000 for this stork mode / debt payoff. Get there by June. So we're $1,000 closer. My reselling side hustle didn't go well in January, but Orrin finally got like some more contract work. He had like a dry spell for a while and he didn't get that one job. So hopefully come January, come the end of February, our stock up money goes a lot better and we have more, or at least this amount again. But meanwhile, the goal is just to keep up with these weekly paycheck budgets, keep us on track. We also have some financial chats Orrin and I will have. But until then, wherever you are on your debt-free journey, keep at it.